Welcome back. In the kitchen with us now, Janet McCormick of 10-Minute Meals to show us a delicious thing that you can take to the tailgate. It's going to be a hit. Or, hey, you can just make it with the family at home one day.
Right. So how do we take our wings up to kind of next level?
Kick them up a notch?
I always think a sauce will do that. That's just me. But, you know, the idea for wings is to get them crispy. And I don't know if you can hear the crispiness of these.
I can see it.
I had to bring these, you know, already cooked here. So I had to keep them without being covered so I could keep them crispy.
Okay.
But this I did in the air fryer. So this will be an air fryer recipe.
Okay.
However, I'm going to include a recipe in which you can do this in your oven, because one of the drawbacks, one of the drawbacks of doing it in an air fryer is that you have to just keep putting it in,
small amounts.
Small amounts. So I was like, I want to be able to do this for large crowds. I mean, I'm not making these wings necessarily for myself. I want to be able to enjoy this with crowds, and of course with tailgate, that's what you know, that's what you're trying to think of, is a bigger amount. So my idea with wings, to make it a little different, I know that it's traditional, everybody's got wings usually, you know, somewhere on the tailgating party, but I'm going to change up the dip, or what you want to coat it in. So you put this, you season it first with some garlic powder and onion powder. That's what I always start out with. That's what we did with these. I stuck it in the air fryer, and every air fryer I've noticed now, since I just got mine, is different. This one was about 25 minutes. You can put them in frozen. I seasoned it as I did that, and I had to turn them halfway in the middle. So this is what came out. But this is what you don't have, which is a killer sauce.
What's in the sauce?
So all we're going to do is a basil lemon pesto sauce. So we're talking, it's going to have garlic. I'm putting a little bit of oil to start out with, and I'm going to put in, of course, basil. I'm using up that basil that we've got left over.
We all have a ton of it if you're growing any herbs in your yard, so this is a good way to use it up.
This is, again, along the lines of no recipes, because this doesn't have to be exact. This is not an exact science. We're not baking. So if you get a lot of basil, stick a lot of basil in it. The only thing is I don't include nuts in this, because so many people have nut allergies. So I always like to do mine. So I like to do my pesto type of recipes without nuts. And of course, gonna add about 1/4 cup of just regular grated Parmesan cheese. A lot of people can find this easily. You can use the better stuff that's in, you know, the produce section. You can get those expensive ones, but that right there will do. And I'm also going to put some garlic in there. I think I already had it in there. So the garlic is going to go in there, and now we're going to just put a little olive oil, because all we're doing is getting this into a consistency that will coat the chicken. That's all we're trying to do.
All right.
And I'm going to take this lemon and I'm going to juice it right over top. And that's not a traditional thing for, you know, pesto sauces, but for me, I like to have a little bit of tang to cut the grease a little. Plus, you know, I look for reasons why I want to add lemon juice, or and I'm going to also zest a little bit of this in there too, because this will make such a bright chicken for our meal here. These
smelling great.
These chicken.
Well, this is great too, because there are some people that, for a sauce for a wing, they like it super spicy and hot. But for those that
don't like
this, is a great alternative.
Yeah, this is akin to the Parmesan garlic. You probably so. I'm just putting a little bit more extra things in there to zhuzh it up a little bit. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there right there. So now
how do you know when it's done, Janet? I mean, how do you know when it's the right consistency?
Actually, you need a little more oil in that. So I have exact recipe combinations that should show up here, or that you can get on my
So it should be
website.
Soupier and not as thick.
Sort of saucy. Sort of saucy, that's what we're looking for.
Some saucy sauce.
So, and now I'm just going to pour it right over top of it. Now, you want to reserve some so you can dip it in later, or you know, just go with the traditional you know, the ranch dip if you want to. It doesn't, you know, this is yours. You can do whatever you want to with it, but tell me that this isn't delicious.
I can smell that lemon.
And I like the green, especially if your home team is in green. That's perfect.
All right.
There you go. It's like a basil pesto lemon sauce for your wings.
And that did not take very long at all.
No. I think food is only as good as whatever sauce you slather all over it. That's my new thing too.
Susan's just going in for it. I was going to say, I'm going with the fork here, but I think I'm just going to have to go for it.
It might make my lips green, though. But that's okay again. You know, if you're going to the Marshall game, you know, your food.
And wings are meant to be messy. You're supposed to just make a big old mess with it. Janet, that sauce. Wow.
That is delicious.
That is great for a wing. Janet, if somebody at home, they're wanting this recipe or to find even more of your recipes with 10-minute meals, where can they find you at?
I'm on Facebook, Janet McCormick. You can download the recipes off my Facebook posts, or also 10-minute meals on Facebook as well, and Instagram.
Awesome.
That is super, super tasty. Yes. Try that one out at your next tailgate.
Like touchdown.
People come back all the time.
Thank you.
Yep. Janet, thank you for stopping by.
You're welcome.